All
Tim,
right. What's happening, Ray? How
what's
are you?
happening, man? I'm doing great. It's hump day.
Oh, that's right. Happy Wednesday. Here we
Happy
go.
Wednesday. Yeah,
Uh,
man.
big things in the works. We got a lot of people in the room already.
Awesome.
Vera was here first, bragging about
Appreciate you, Vera.
uh go there Sundays after work. They're having private conversations in the chat. Let's buzz and go, Mike says.
That's it. Right on, Mike.
Beehaw.
Beehaw. Yep.
More beehaws.
We got a lot of nice coin terms now, man. I like
Buzz
it.
buzz. I like that one. I like buzz buzz. I'm
Yeah.
ready for Phoenix. Phoenix.
Yes,
What's
Samara.
what's happening in Phoenix?
Yes. Good
What's the
greatness.
show? Buzz, buzz, buzz. Got an extra buzz out of that one. Ready to get buzzing in Phoenix. 22222.
Oh, that's it, George.
Let's buzz and go. Bigger, better, bolder. That's
Yeah,
Colorado, isn't it? Swarm's getting bigger.
it is, Vera.
Where are you guys? Somebody's
It was Tim. It was Tim, Anna.
good afternoon. Yeah. All right. Here we go. AZ, here we come. All right. What is going on? I made fun of that this morning. Not making fun, but I was like, South by Southwest
Yeah.
is going crazy for the Bitcoin.
Oh, yes.
South by Southwest being Arizona, and is Mississippi considered
Mississippi,
Southwest?
not west.
Not so much.
Mississippi, right next to me, pretty much. I'm in Georgia.
A little bit of geography lesson.
I would say mid.
That's the South by and Southwest. So
we'll just say the South.
By.
South. Yeah. Just.
But the title of the show is mass adoption. So
Yeah,
when or how is what's the signal that we have mass adoption?
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm gonna take two of the signals, being that the governments of Mississippi and Arizona are putting on the books legislation to accept Bitcoin as legal tender.
Ridiculous.
Mike is awesome. Okay, thank you very much, Facebook user. Yes, my mic only has a problem with Zoom. I should have no problem here tonight. But yeah, let me share the screen and just show that off. This senator has put in to bring Mississippi into the digital age of currency, bringing Bitcoin as a legal tender inside of Mississippi. And then, of course, we mentioned this just before them. I think Arizona beat them out by a day, considering making Bitcoin legal tender. So we're looking at on this show, when is mass adoption? And I think it's when the governments of these states are starting to look for cryptocurrencies and everything to be widely useful.
Yep.
What do you think?
And start talking about it, and writing up laws and legislation. I mean, that's a big deal. You know, I know they kind of threw something through with that big old package, and they were trying to exactly kind of come up with the word broker, and they didn't know kind of all that stuff. But this is directly used as legal tender. That's a big deal, man. I mean.
That's a big deal. And then, well, of course, I think what they were trying to do in that big bill that has not passed, and people are being sticklers about it, which is great as far as I'm concerned. But there was a rule: if you moved any amount over $600 in your bank account, they were going to start to track that money. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, taxing your cryptocurrency moves. So, they were looking to do that. All that's held up right now. And of course, if they make it legal tender, it would be easier to track and follow and tax. That's the thing. If they go, okay, well, if people are going to hide behind the DeFi wall and, make transactions and do all that kind of stuff, why don't we just bring it to the front of the room, and you can take the Bitcoin as legal tender, and then we can take our taxes out of it.
Right.
That's kind of how I look at what, their vision of it, taking it from their side. Like, okay, if it's going to exist, we might as well bring it to the front of the room and then tax you.
Yeah. 100%.
They're not looking to, just like win votes and go, okay, Bitcoin's going to save us all. They're going to, like, if Bitcoin's going to be the move, then we got to get our share. So let's, just bring it right up front. So, that's
it's like growing marijuana, Tim. It's like growing marijuana, right? they gotta legalize it so they can get the taxes, man. Right?
Well, that's it. What was that? I think Massachusetts made more money this year off of marijuana tax than they have alcohol tax.
Yep. Kind of.
So there you go. I mean, they made it legal, and now because alcohol's been around since they ended prohibition way back when. But all these places are taxing that, so they're making their income off that. But now they've added marijuana to and I think it was just Massachusetts that claimed they made more money off marijuana taxes than they did alcohol taxes. So that's got to be great for the state, right? That was the whole point. People are getting it black market or growing it themselves and all this kind of stuff, and the state is left out of the running. Same here with Bitcoin. People are trading it, using it, doing whatever with Bitcoin across the world, but they can't get their hands on it. They can't tax it, right? So what do? Well, let's make it legal and tax the crap out of it.
Right. And what's cool is, and I know we're just kind of talking about the U.S., but I mean, obviously, like Willie, that's awesome, Willie, joining us from Brisbane, Australia. But g'day. That's right. how we kind of look at stuff through our own little lens, right? And kind of even too by listening to these spaces and a lot of the problems they're trying to solve and do this and do that. And I hear a lot of times they kind of bring it right back. Oh, well, the U.S. is not going to do that. The senators won't agree to that. But there's also places like Ecuador, or there's El Salvador, or there's all kinds of other places that this will be accepted, man. And whether we slow roll this and kind of try to take their time, or try to get their hands in there as much as possible, or whatever, however long this takes, it's gonna happen. But I just hope the U.S. kind of really kind of takes the right approach, right? I mean, it's something this is technology. This is not just a big money grab. So I hope they come at it from like that. This is innovation, man, and you don't want to spur that so people go and leave.
Right. So Pauline's question is, if it's not legal tender, is it illegal tender? Which is a good question, but it's not classified as a currency like we know as dollars and pounds and all the other currencies out in the world. It's not classified as that. It's classified as an asset, like you would have like a birdhouse. So if you had a birdhouse, you own the birdhouse, you could sell or trade the birdhouse. It's just like having that. So
like bartering. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like bartering.
Right. So if you have an object and you sell it, automobiles they track that, so you could sell it privately and everything, but they want to tax that too. But that's because it's registered and licensed to go on the roads. But that's why I use the like having a birdhouse, or if you build dog houses for people, that's up to you. You build a dog house, you sell it to your friend, that's all between your people. So this is what happens online with cryptocurrencies and or NFTs. And so now they're trying to figure out, how do we move that to the front of the room so that we can, add the tax button on there.
Well, I'll jump into it, Pauline, and I'm going to show you right now who accepts, payments in crypto, right?
And
you got something else, Tim?
I just left up the thing there that this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Talk to your own professional consultants, lawyers, and accountants.
Yes.
We're just here for fun.
Yeah, we're just.
But yeah, go ahead. Make it happen.
So yeah, this is who accepts. Let me turn all these down. Yep, it's a craziness. But yeah, who accepts Bitcoin as payment? You'll be surprised. There's a lot. I mean, and big ones. Like you see, especially companies that accept this stuff. Wikipedia, Microsoft, and AT&T. Those are companies that accept that. There's quite a few. Wikipedia does it through for donations, and they accept Bitcoin for that. Microsoft also allows Bitcoin to top off your Microsoft account. AT&T uses BitPay, right? We know this one. I like Burger King. I don't think they accept it for burgers yet, Tim. But so Burger King is do they do that? I'm just looking at it now because, like I said, okay, so only outlets in Venezuela. Okay, Burger King outlets in Venezuela. They announced that they're taking Bitcoin, Dash, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Tether, right? So you can buy burgers, Tim, with crypto. That's pretty cool, man.
There you go.
That's it.
I like the Whopper.
That's it. KFC. Look, a Bitcoin bucket. I like that. That's nice, right?
Are you saying that's your nuggets for tonight?
That's the nuggets right there, man. Got a Bitcoin bucket. Overstock, right? I mean, that's you could buy almost
Yep.
anything on there. Like it's like Amazon, right? Well, I know Amazon's coming. They're not there yet, but they are. Subway, we've heard this. We went through all these things before. Twitch accepts Bitcoin through Bitcoin Cash. Pizza Hut. So yeah, it's Venezuela again. Look at all the Venezuelans, man. That's crazy.
Well, they don't have a good currency down there
I know
at this time. So, they defaulted over to Bitcoin, just because.
Yeah, they went through hyperinflation. Yeah.
Right.
There we go. Miami Dolphins. Hear that? That's big time, right? Paying for tickets, right? So Dallas Mavericks, we know they were doing that. Virgin Galactic, but I'm not going to go
the
through
Mavericks. They also taken Dogecoin.
Yeah, I think he was saying that. I don't know if they got that up and going though.
I thought he wanted to take Dogecoin.
He did. I know. They were talking about it. But here's some airlines: Virgin Galactic, Norwegian Air, Namecheap. There's all website stuff right there.
Sure.
There's another airline, but I'm going to get, like I said, just going to kind of scroll through now. But there are a lot of people, everyone that is allowing to, but not directly. See, but it's coming. Amazon will do that. But there's more. I mean, here was another one we made a big deal about.
Yeah, the movie theaters, right?
Yep. And I know they take more than Bitcoin. They took a Doge too, or SHIB. They were looking to start taking SHIB.
They were talking about SHIB. Yep.
And here are all these stores that take Bitcoin as payment. So it's pretty crazy. It's not going anywhere, right? And it's only increasing big time. So just going into that, I just want to show how many businesses are actually taking it. Tim just went over at least 2 states in the United States that are working towards that. Again, I know that's a long ways away. I'm not saying that that's all going to happen, but all the things that we look at for mass adoption, it's who knows? Could be right here, could be a couple years. But one thing that we always
we're on the fringe as far as
yes,
timetables go. We are right there. We're ending the fringe area and going into adoption. We're in adoption. We're talking about mass adoption now, because look at all those stores all primed and ready to take Bitcoin. And that's the whole point. And 2 states now fighting for Bitcoin, right? So when you have that, you're talking about, okay, it's been adopted, but by the world. Obviously, we talked about the countries, but it's been adopted by the world as it exists. It's out there. It's being used. So now we're talking about mass adoption, and where is that going to happen? And when it happens, then it's the flip of the switch, and boom, everybody's going to be like, if you got it, I'll use it. If not, teach me how to use it, and I'll start. But that's the thing, because then once that happens, all of the Web3 projects and the blockchain projects that we're talking are going to take off like wildfire, and that's why we're working on all the stuff we're doing. So
it's steadily building. We know what's going on.
Now's the time. It's not too late to get in.
No.
I see a lot of memes like that. Oh, I should have bought it in 17. I should have bought it in 18. You just buy it now. And this is not financial advice, but get into this space, because this space is going to explode.
Well, look at the deal that they're getting right now. We all, like most people, are all fudding. This is a beautiful time, because look, again, touched all-time highs just in November. Right. Bitcoin was almost at 70 grand a token, and then Ethereum was almost at 5. And that was just in November, everybody, and it pulled back like big time. I didn't expect that. But either or, it doesn't matter. It's good. It means it gives us another chance. The other thing that we used to look at, Tim, is the overall market cap of crypto. It almost hit 3 trillion, right? I mean, we were talking. Now, I have this up too to show you. It pulled back to 1.7 up here. You know, you can see. But like again, amazing time to get back in. I mean, they not seeing these kind of prices again, because back then, everybody was like, we look like when we look at that fear index and the greed, the fear and greed, and it was crazy greed back then. But now's the time when everybody's scared and fearful, and telling you it's I mean, look what we're talking about. That is ridiculous to think that this is going anywhere. It's just starting, right?
They should change that fear and greed to buy and hold, right?
It
and
should be.
being the other way. So the fear should be buy, and the the greed one should be hold.
Right.
Just hold on to it, because take it for the ride. But
Yeah.
just when Amando says, would becoming legal tender be the first step to heavy regulation?
Sure.
So,
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
then that's when taxes come in. I mean, of course,
right,
absolutely. But at least this gives us a solid kind of baseline to understand what we need to do, right? That's what I feel. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it's going to happen, so
right,
it'd be better to get a good understanding of where we're at, right? And two, like that's what I was saying at the beginning, so we don't have to leave or move somewhere else. I don't want to move. I like the United States, but if they're going to be goofy, I don't mind.
I thought we were going to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, I'll go anywhere. I'll go to El Salvador. That place is looking mighty fine, right? But it's just cool that places like that and how he's building this Bitcoin city. He's doing great for his country. But
Yeah.
even too up here, I mean, there's people that are like this Bloomberg's and Mick McGlone. There are people that are saying, and I know people are just kind of predicting. No one knows, but they're looking at a $250 to $400,000 target for Bitcoin. That's
Right.
kind of crazy. But who knows? Like I said, this is March. I mean, I'm not saying that
Well,
these prices.
it's got to go up that high so that you can pay your taxes.
That's right. Yep. But those are things that are just kind of, like I said, happening, with Bitcoin and the crypto market. This was another amazing thing. Like I said, I'm just kind of wrapping kind of the last year up and what we're experiencing now. This is crazy. For El Salvador, that the president to kind of just come out and just tell the IMF to go flip off, and
Right.
and take Bitcoin and use it as legal tender for his country. So, I mean, he spun up all these Bitcoin ATMs here, Tim, all that kind of stuff, right? He's got that Bitcoin beach, and now he's got Bitcoin City. Well, they're working towards it. They're building, but that how much they're going to attract. They're going to attract a lot of people who love this, cryptocurrency. Like I said, we're not saying Bitcoin is, the one and only, but that is the granddaddy right now, right? So, I know you like to appreciate Bukele's too. I mean, he's an awesome guy where he's always tweeting funny stuff at the IMF,
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one, I mean, look at all the celebrities really getting into NFTs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
The late night shows with Jimmy Fallon bringing
Paris
his Bored Ape out.
Yeah, in Paris. Yeah. Yep.
And
It's
yeah,
crazy.
they have their own projects, but they're showing off their Bored Apes on screen and all that kind of stuff. And look at me,
Snoop building
and of course,
he building his own Snoop World and Sandbox.
that's
man.
right.
It's this is all real and crazy. I mean, this is kind of, like I said, look kind of goofy at first with NFTs and what they really are. We know that they're much more than artwork, even though artwork is great in itself, right? But they're much more than that. And like this, Pepsi is announcing they'll release that's a collection, 19 images of microphones. So there's a lot of companies that are getting into all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just like I said, Melania Trump. There's another one, right? She did it. She just started her own NFT collection. A first lady in politics, right?
Well, those are one of ones, right? She doesn't
Yes.
have a collection like Pepsi's talking about 1,900 different.
Well, it says NFT dubbed Melania's Vision. I don't know. Each
Right,
token
but they're artworks or fashion
Yes.
designs that she's been doing. They're one of ones.
Yes, you're right.
But she's selling them as NFTs, and so people are using it as artists are using it to sell their collections, rather than they're taking their paintings to some museum or gallery. They're putting them online so that people can appreciate the full collection and then own a piece of it. Which is very powerful.
And that's why I jumped ahead of myself. There's Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg has revealed himself as Cosimo de Medici. So I mean, that was one where man, he's got a lot of NFTs. I mean, that was a very kind of cool reveal because he's got a nice collection in that wallet. I think we were saying like over like $17 million. That's pretty substantial. So when you kind of start, and I'm going to go back down. You start seeing celebrities, you start seeing people like countries and things like that. And then, just about the Bitcoin, news, it's just really starting to come into focus, man. And here's another one, obviously. First major U.S. bank offers client access to Bitcoin. Morgan Stanley, right? When you start seeing banks, that's really getting there, getting at it. Well, so this is a lukewarm acknowledgement that Bitcoin is not going away overnight. Absolutely, it is.
Oh no, I mean they're going to push. The thing is, in my experience or my opinion, right? And this is not financial advice, but when banks are starting to facilitate the use of it, then they're some of the biggest lobbyers to the government. So they're like, look, we're not going to get rid of it. So let's try and take control of it. So let it come through us, and we'll make sure your taxes get paid, and everybody is on the up and up, and it's not just for hoodlums and drug dealers and whatever, and legitimize the whole thing, just like they did in parallel to marijuana. So like it's so widespread. Why aren't you taking it, regulating it, and taxing it? And now they got more money than what they make off the alcohol. Right. So in the same vein, that's why the banks are, if it was going to go away and they told the regulators, we got to get rid of this before it becomes too big, they would have done that. But they set up their desks, they're setting up trading desks, they're setting up facilities for their wealthy investors to get in. They've been getting those people in, servicing those people from the get-go. And now they want to trickle down to everybody else taking a piece of your paycheck out, and you want to get paid in Bitcoin, like the mayor of New York and the mayor of Miami, we'll put it into Bitcoin for you. So that they can collect their fees and taxes on all that stuff.
Absolutely. And that's what you're talking about, the accredited investors. That's what they're only letting, that have 5 million under the bank's management. That's who they're allowed to get into Bitcoin, right? But only at 2.5% allowed of the clients.
Jeremy says Hunter Biden accepts Bitcoin for his art.
He may do that, right? It could be.
I'm sure he does.
Coming to, we already kind of went through this. PayPal, Venmo, add support for crypto. There's a lot of that stuff going on.
Right.
Crypto exchanges, right? They remember last year. Was it last year they got listed on the NASDAQ? Or was it the year before? I think it was. Oh, look, it was. See, look, it's so crazy, Tim. It wasn't. It was just almost a year ago. It is, man. It seems like ages, man. But remember, it came out of, that's $100 billion company, right?
Yep.
Crazy. So Coinbase got listed on the NASDAQ back in April 2021. And it came out, I think, market cap was like $100 billion, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, what is Bank of America? They're around their range, 150, 200 billion, it's kind of wild.
Wait till they list the M2, and then, that's going to hit $1.
It is. Oh, look, I do know. I remember. Right. But anyways, it's just happening in a lot of sectors and a lot of things. Look, we talk about this one all the time. When a company like Facebook changes to Meta, there might be something you want to look at, right?
Right. When's the last time the second, third, top 5 company in the world changed their name
to Meta?
Why would you change your name unless you thought it was that important? Even Google was bought by their parent company now called Alphabet, right? So they set it up differently. They didn't change their name, but now Facebook's like formerly Facebook. We're going straight up with the Meta.
Like
not,
Prince.
Not even, Prince did that with the contracts. That was his way around his contract responsibility.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
But Facebook, instead of being, having a parent company or developing something like that, they said, never mind, we'll just change the name.
Right.
It doesn't matter. We'll just call it. We'll just call us Meta now.
They're like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Yeah, everybody's going to be in the metaverse anyways. It doesn't matter,
right?
But just going through. I mean, that's a big thing because that's what they're all about, VR. And like I said, we all know about this too. I mean, because we have, and I've been in and then visited already, is Swarm World, which a lot of amazing people in our group have been building and continue to build. But like I said, it's already active where I'm in there playing cornhole and shooting hoops. It's crazy. So it's pretty cool building too. We got a queen that spins on the top of the building. It's amazing. But it's just like I said, it's kind of it's happening in a lot of places. But the question, and that's what this is talking about. I switched to a different article. Is when will it happen, right? But when will it happen?
Right.
The exact timeline it is tricky to pin down.
Right.
We know a lot of people that have been involved with the internet, and then back in the day, and when they thought it was the time, it really wasn't the time. But it was good. It was good for them, right, Tim? That we're all in there building and doing things. Great time to kind of be innovating and creating. But yeah, it just really wasn't. That's why I laugh at too, where they talked about the internet and the .com bubble bursting. Even after the burst, what happened at Google and Facebook and all those things, Amazon, all that.
It comes out bigger, better, stronger, faster. It's like the $6 Million Man, right?
Yeah.
So when do you think is this the crypto bubble bursting right now? Or was there a burst of the bubble last year? I mean,
no, I don't even I don't think there is no. I don't maybe back in that 2017, that was maybe one. I don't think there was anything here. I think it's people manipulating, man. I think people like you see, like China. I think you see Russia. Heck, there's a lot of places that are just kind of trying to get involved, and they're probably just trying to get like I said, obviously at the lowest price. So I don't know, but I don't think there's been any bursting yet, other than like the ICOs, right? I think everybody kind of caught on to that because that was kind of trashy, man. And now you had a little bit with the the NFTs and that hype, but it wasn't like a bubble bursting, right? That's just my opinion. I don't think that. But roughly 27 million Americans own cryptocurrency. And of the cryptocurrency, they mainly own Bitcoin, 44%. So they're mainly in just Bitcoin, right? So that's kind of wild. I don't know. I mean, Bitcoin started in 2009. There's a lot of, like I said, gradual adoption. But I think the biggest part is the education and the getting into that crypto, especially where we're at with the decentralized part, right. Tim. I think that's an issue. And it is. I mean, listen, when I created Coinbase, it looks kind of crazy anyway. When you're actually having to connect your bank account, when they literally ask you for your username and password, that's a little weird, So I don't know. But this article, it's talking, I think, like I said, and like we still say, it's still early, man. But like another one, the Philippines really have taken to NFTs. That's another thing where sometimes it's not on our radar. Yeah, just because it's not happening in the U.S., everybody, there are a lot of other places that are really looking at it. Because I know the Philippines were helped big time by that Axie Infinity, that game, right? Mm-hmm. During the pandemic, that kind of fed a lot of people a game, They're
playing the game for work so that they could get paid and buy supplies and, rebuild after that storm.
And I like this, Tim. I found a new word, man. I found another acronym that we got to work on. It's called CBDCS. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope. Central Bank Digital Currencies.
Yep. CBDC. Yep. So that's another thing. We're talking about mass adoption. Central banks. They're going to start. We just talked about the Federal Reserve and what they're doing, right?
Right.
They're going to be building their own blockchains, but a centralized blockchain, Tim. They're going to be centralized. They're going to make sure that they got their stuff all taken care of.
They're going to hold the keys.
They're going to hold the keys. That's right. But people are going to be fine with that. That's right. So people can do that. I'm not going to be making a choice for them. That's good for them. Again, I'm not going to keep going. Like I said, I went over this already with some that are taken. This is just people. I probably will drop this one in there. These are just some people in the space, and they just give it a lot of what they think of what's happening, how fast crypto is going, and things like that. Here, I'll jump, and like I said, I know we didn't want to stay on too long, but I did want to jump to this, Tim. This is from Wikipedia, right? This is the world map of what this orange is. What they just use as legal tender. Green, permissive, legal to use Bitcoin. Yellow is contentious. Some legal restrictions on the usage of Bitcoin. And then down here, when it's purple, it is contentious. Interpretation, old laws, but Bitcoin is prohibited directly. And the red, hostile, full or partial prohibited. So prohibitive. That's right. But anyway, I was kind of surprised when I saw this on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
there's a lot of green.
Not bad. I didn't know Canada was had hesitations.
Yes. They're quite the controlling over there.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, right? But you know what? I'm surprised too. Look at Africa with just gray. There's nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's neutral, I guess you'd say, right? So I think that's a great place why we're kind of over there, right? And doing things.
Right.
That's amazing.
Those markets are wide open. They haven't decided whether they're going to use them or not.
You see this little orange one, Tim? You see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's our buddy. That's our El Salvador. the only one that's orange.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, I went through here, kind of like I said, this does say where it is you can use it. The US, you can use it. European Union, Canada. You saw the map, what I was showing you. Australia.
Yep.
Definitely El Salvador. And then there's a whole bunch of other countries there. But where it's illegal, a bunch of here. They're not like I said, a lot, like where it's just completely illegal here. But you got China, obviously it's a big country, and Russia. So that's what the bans.
Here's Thomas asking where is the blockchain and where's the data actually stored?
Great question, Thomas. It's anything with a blockchain. It's a decentralized computer. Think of it like a supercomputer that's dispersed all over the planet. That's why you hear people when they get those mining rigs or the servers, right? When you're mining crypto, you're the one kind of making sure that the blockchain is running operating properly. It's solving the algorithmic puzzles, right? When you make a transaction, that's what it's doing, solving blocks and puzzles. And whatever computer does that the fastest, that's the one that gets the rewards. So Thomas, it's a dispersed, decentralized supercomputer all over the world, and that's really what it is.
So that's what maybe how many do you think there are across the planet?
Yeah, I don't know, thousands and thousands.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I mean, that my point being that for the blockchain or something to go away or go down, like the internet is down, you'd have to shut down all those computers at the same time, and then never turn them on again.
Never turn them on again. Right.
So once one of them turns back on, then it would take solar flares and whatever to shut everything down and then never have it come back on. And I think that we'd have different problems at that point.
Yeah, you wouldn't be worried about your Bitcoin.
But yeah, it's on multiple computers, multiple devices, and tracked all over. So there's not to be worried about that. And then of course they use cryptography to secure all that. Where's the money go when I put it into Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, it is. That's on Bitcoin's blockchain, and that just so you know, everybody, that's why it's called coin, and those things. When you hear a coin or a token means it's native to its own blockchain, right? So Bitcoin is on its own blockchain, right?
Right.
So that's where it lives. When you look at like Coinbase or that's different. Coinbase is different. That is literally, they have control of your assets there. But when you're using things like MetaMask and those other decentralized, you're looking and using those things, and you're using them as a window and able to operate on whatever that blockchain that's where they live, and that's where they live. Your tokens live there on the chain. So that's the difference of a coin and a token too. Tokens just means that they can go kind of live on other chains and things like that and operate. But when you talk about a Bitcoin, it's living. That's why it's called a coin. It's on that chain, that blockchain. So,
all right,
like Skynet, Willow. That's crazy.
Yeah, M2 to the moon, Mike. Absolutely right. I hope you're right soon.
Yeah.
Like Skynet. Yeah. Very good. I don't know if anybody's got any other questions, but that was some good stuff.
Yeah,
You have an announcement to make about Friday?
oh
What are
yeah,
we gonna
Tim.
do? Yeah.
I'm gonna be. That's right. I'm gonna be missing Tim. I'm gonna
No,
be
no, you're not missing. You're gonna be
missing.
broadcasting from the road. Come
That's
on, get
right.
the message right.
It is. I'll be on. What is it? Man on the streets, Tim.
Yes, on location.
On location. I'll be in Arizona, man. I'll be in Arizona.
Nice.
Yes. You'll meet some
Very
folks,
cool.
man. Yep. I actually have to leave my house, man. It's crazy. I haven't been on a
And
plane
that's
in a
that's
while.
because they wanted to talk to you about Arizona making Bitcoin legal, and they want to consult with you,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
That's what
That's
you're
right.
doing.
That's it. Media blocks. That's right.
Media
No.
box. That's right. Call Ray.
Yes.
He's got that YouTube show. He's the one to
Yeah.
talk.
He's the one. You've never seen BeesSocial TV? You got to talk to them. They know.
That's
But
right.
yes, but no, there's a lot of things going on. It's a cool stuff that not only bees but just everything. It's exciting, and yes, maybe have some cool footage while we're on too. Right?
Yes, we'll tap into what you got going. I know you're going to be very evasive about the nuggets that you share on Friday, but we'll see if we can piece it together.
We'll see. Yes, it'd be like a clue. Maybe we could play a game. That'd be awesome. That's what
Where in the world is Ray?
Yep, that'd be good, man.
All right, very good. Well, this is a quick one. It was good stuff. Of course, the reason why we're ending early is because we're headed over to the grand
Space.
finale, the last couple days of the
Oh.
Swarm Spaces, which has been a marathon spacing 24 hours a day on mostly Austin's account, right?
Yeah, man.
Austin underscore DeFi is running 24-hour Twitter Spaces where you can come in and talk about Web3, crypto adoption, and innovation and creation. And he's I would say he's the guy pushing it all forward. Trying to put things together. Great amount of people coming in there talking about whatever passions they have, coming in and just putting
Big ups
people
to him, man.
together and making it happen. Yeah, it's a great program. Everybody that you go in there, everybody's like, I love it here. Everybody's friendly, talking about completely random topics, so you can run into conversations about real estate, automotive, psychology. There's a bunch of people talking about mental health, which was great, and how it can relate to Web3 and the collaboration and cooperation that has to go on to make that adoption happen. So it's a great space. So we're going to head over there and help him ride it through the night. But that ends sometime Saturday. No
I think.
official
Yeah, no, I'm not
word on
sure.
that.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when or what, but it is. I think Saturday. But also too,
Yeah.
that NFT Connect that you got, like I said, we've been kind of talking
Yep.
about it here. It is pretty cool stuff. There's a lot of people that are looking to speak, Tim, and
Yes.
also too, not only Snoop Dogg, man, but Deanna Wheeler. She's an awesome country singer. Going to
Yep.
be there, and just a lot of other celebrities. Everybody, it's going to be an amazing thing. If you kind of been starting to hear us talk about it, it's just because we saw what was going on, and it's a great place. One of a couple of our bees are like really headquartered there, and we just thought it would be a great place to go get behind and swarm. So it's pretty amazing. Like I said, big ups to all the people that are.
I think you can say Santizi's Pizzas in Phoenix,
Santizi.
Arizona, and he will take. He'll probably take Bitcoin, but he'll take ETH and he'll take M2 for pizza.
And a B. I know I'll take a B too.
Oh yeah, you can get the whole restaurant for a B. I think. I don't know.
That's right. But that's what I mean. But like you said, headquarters. I mean, there's definitely Santizi. Scott does all the boxes. There's a lot of our bees that are in Arizona. So it was a perfect place, right? When we heard that this NFT convention was coming up, perfect place where we all wanted to kind of just swarm. And
there it is. NFTconnect.1. You can check it out. There's going to be. I bought my ticket yesterday. Plane ticket. I haven't minted my Owl Access pass, but I will get one for the event, and then of course go out and have some Santizi pizza. But that's going to be a great time. Very exciting stuff happening there, and then that being the first of many events that the bees will swarm over the year, whether it's NFT Connect or you and I were talking about New York. I don't think you're going to come up to New York, but I'm definitely going back to NFT NYC, which happens in June. and there'll be other events that we'll swarm and get to, and then I think we're gonna pressure you to find one in Atlanta.
Atlanta, ATL. That's where you want it. South, Tim. The South.
Yes. Well, we have to do that now because I'm not coming there in July and August. That's for sure. Do not go south there.
Yeah.
Somebody asking for Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. No,
hey, reach out to them. Teresa.
They're busy filming 1883, a new Netflix series, which is amazing.
Man, Tim, you're down on the news. You're like E.T.
That's right. I'll do the entertainment portion of the evening. So
yeah,
those two,
pizza.
1883. How the Wild West was settled.
Beer-esque. That's great.
What? Santeese's Pizza.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Finally, the bees finally get to meet, man. It's crazy. We've been doing this virtual stuff for long enough.
Yes.
Good stuff. But yeah, appreciate you, Tim. It's gonna be fun.
We'll have a lot of fun. We'll be in contact, and we'll see you from the road on Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We got nothing going on, but the swarming the Spaces talk. So get on there and join up with us on the Spaces on Twitter, and we'll see you there. All right, everybody. Get out your phones so you can mine your crypto. If you didn't do it this morning, you can do it now. And take care.
Yeah, man.
Good night, Ray.
Good night, Tim.